Greetings, everyone. I'm Reverend Bear. Salam alaikum. To those that don't know, salam, assalamu alaikum just means peace unto you. That's all it means, y'all. Nothing else. I don't follow nothing else but salam. And that's all we're going to do here is follow salam. Now, I'm coming at you in a whole different way than I usually broadcast over the internet. It's time for you guys to see and understand why Bears Hill. What are my due diligence duties for you? You see, I'm above age, got a glow in the dark beard. So I should have something to tell you, something to talk to you about, something to alliterate. That's what this internet is about for people to get out what they feel inside. Get it out. Don't get up, Craig. Just get it out. So that's what we're about to do. About to get it out. California Bear from Watts, California, Los Angeles District, born in Martin Luther King Hospital. So those that are of age today understand that is a very, 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 very vital area to our history. And the change that I have seen, the change that I have heard as I growing up, it have never been extremely good. There has been some times. There has been some times where Los Angeles came together, but it didn't last long because of these four religions: Christianity, the Orthodox Islam. I'm not talking about Elijah Muhammad, Prophet Noble Jew Ali. I'm not talking about their doctrine. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Orthodox, the Sunnis, and the Shiites. Then we had Judaism. Then we have what is the Buddhism? I'm gonna tell y'all these really just it's the yin and yang. It's two T's that grows and it's only in Asia and the North America, and that's the yin and the yang. But they have turned it into religions where my entry into this world is crazy. I'm talking about it's crazy. Well, those of my age know that my hospital, Martin Luther King Watts, is called Killer King. How do you format? I have never heard. I'm pretty sure everybody, especially my 7 states. And remember, Reverend Bear is here to only uplift California, Arizona, Missouri, Texas, Oklahoma, Illinois, Michigan. I'm not here for no other states. I'm just here for 7 states. But I can't remember out of these 7 states or anywhere else where they converted the name of an hospital, Killer King. So that tells you a lot on the area I was dropped off at. Uh, I grew up on 109th and Compton Avenue, 6 years there. Before then, moms was just everywhere. Huh? She was just everywhere. So end up going to Sacramento, and at the age of 6, end up going back to the age of 12. So from the age of 6 to the age of 12, I'm growing up and out already on out. I'm off the porch down the street at 109th Park. Huh, Mr. Rogers? Huh, baby? Huh, Cappy? BB? CC? Huh? Y'all remember our BB and CC? Bulldog Stacy? Huh? Breakfast? Squid? Them are my people. Them are my. I mean, I can't say because I left for a long time, but them are the people that I grew up around for those 6 years. That taught me how to shoot, taught me how to flip, taught me how to do this. I'm talking about shooting basketball. If the hood do you give you two things: your sports and your fighting style, and that's where I learned that from. So even though 109th and Compton Avenue is not Bonnie Hanna territory, I mean Bonnie Hanna hood, it's not a hood. My street was never a hood. We had Popeye from Grape Street. I heard Dinky from Santana Block, R.I.P. I heard that he was gone. Brother was gone. You know what I'm saying? We have some Pookie from the grapes. No, Pookie's from PJs. Out of PJs. I don't say he ain't, he out of PJs. And these Crips that was on 109th, they didn't get bothered. It wasn't no shootouts between these Crips and these Bloods and the Bonnie Island. On 109th, they came to play ball. Just don't go to that park. Oh my God. Don't go to 109th Park without being invited. Just don't do that. You can walk up and down the street, ain't nobody bothering you. Ain't nobody bothering you. I don't know how many times I didn't seen Popeye walk from the Jordan Downs to 109th with no problem. George, oh my baby Clarissa. Oh Clarissa, I love you, Clarissa. I still love you, Clarissa. Oh my God, Clarissa. Okay, let me get back. We uplifting, but I'm just saying though, that was some beautiful time. And that was my main squeeze, my main crush. I don't think I'd never ever let her know that, but at the same time, she'll know now. It was some beautiful times. But at the same time, being beautiful, there was political movement that's being moved inside the neighborhood that I seen. I remember a U-Haul, a U-Haul truck pulling up with government cheese and food and citrus. They had this big old citrus and powdered milk. Them was products of destruction. Them was products of destruction. They was bringing into the neighborhood. Who? We ain't gonna put no blame on it because I'm telling you right now, when you're standing on universal principle, you blame the energy. You don't blame the person. So we'll get into that later, who they are. But for right now, this was implemented in the neighborhood that I was in, and this stuff is still going on. So 109th and Compton Avenue in Central, remember that the WCLC had that Ferris wheel? The Crips and Bloods, it wasn't like they mingling with each other, but at the same time, they didn't bother them unless they crossed that line. Even some of them that's been there for a minute was able to come to the park and chill. Probably not too long, but he was able to do it with everybody. Nobody tripped. It was like you had to bring it to them. We had a treaty. Was it 86? What was his name? That came out with the treaty song from Hat Game, I think. I think the brother was from Hat Game. We had a treaty. And I'm gonna tell you, societies was moved with this treaty. Communities was okay. Communities was loved by this treaty. They understood it was time for a change, and they was about to implement that change. Hmm? They was about to implement that change, y'all. And there was nothing at that time no one can do about it. There was nothing that nobody could do. They couldn't do anything about it because we was armed. They would have to just come and massacre because the whole entire Los Angeles County. Now you have to understand that Bloods and Crips influenced the world. So we had the world. I'm gonna say we because I was born during this time in this, around this. I'm not from no hoods, but LA is my city. LA is my city. My first experience was the Bonnie Hunters, man. There's so much love there. It was man, you had your little fights, you had your little get downs, but at the same time, the elders kept it love, bro. They kept it love. It's not too many active streets in LA that are not hoods. Not too many. Usually, if you go to a park, that park is a hood, but not on 109th and Compton Avenue. Now, this is what they now growing up there, I seen a lot of things. Like my girlfriend getting shot, told me up in front of a church, no, in front of these people. 10 years old, girl gets shot in front of these people, hit her in the thigh, bam, in front of a church. I've been looking for a guidance since then. I can't find the guidance that these people say. The Orthodox Muslims, the Christians, the Judaisms, and the what is these? Buddha. I couldn't get no answers. None. So I started traveling. Moms came and got me. Bing. Took me over there in 76 in Hooper. Now I'm with the 76 East Coasters. Huh? I'm not with them. I didn't get courted in 76, but I did not stay in the house. We didn't let me see, I was 12 at 13, 14, 12, 13. Those 2 years, that 2 years is a long time. So no 12, I moved moms came and got me moved into PJs. I stayed on the bull side. 3 months after that, then we moved to the peel side, a bigger spot. Then after that, that was like a 4 month, 5 month period. I stayed in the PJs. Much love to the PJs, man. Much love to the PJs. Then after that, that's when we went over there. So I was going into 13. Huh? We moved over there on the 76 in Hooper. So I never got courted in 76, but I used to run and terrorize with everybody. The big OGs, J Dog, X Rated, Jap, just like the Bonnie Hunters. These are my roots too, because they've all protected me. Hmm? Big Smurf, Little Smurf. Y'all remember? I want y'all to go check that out, man. It might be old or whatever, but check it out. The Juvenile Committee. The Juvenile Committee. Brazy. Huh? Smurf. Little Smurf. Big Smurf. Big Smurf wasn't part of the Juvenile Committee, but Smurf, much love, man. Much love. I'm not a part of nobody beef. Stop it right there. I ain't part of nobody beef. Don't put me with nobody beef. But these was people that I grew up with. So after mingling over there for about a year or so, I'm becoming known because I'm big, but at the same time, I'm terrorizing too. Huh? We going into things. We knocking things over. We jumping off of buildings. We going inside the schools. We doing things. But in my group, my age group, this was the respect back then. In my age group, nobody messed with me. Nobody wanted to fight me. So the older age group, they couldn't do it. It was like a morality. It was moral. They couldn't court me in. They was too big. And plus I'm almost already connected with Big J Dog, Jap, Moon, Whoop. What was it? Whoop, Juju. I got there. What was? I'm not even going to even mess it up. But rest in peace to the homies. These people didn't bother me. These people didn't question me. These brothers just okay. He terrorizing. Let him be one of the homies. But I couldn't. I couldn't because my background, even though I'm not from Bonnie Hunter, I still hung around and know a lot of blood. So there's no way I can be a Crip because I know so many bloods. They're gonna make me go. The Crips is gonna make you when you. These are the things that you're made to do as generals, as coming in. You're made to do certain things to show and prove. And if they find out some background, they're gonna take you to your old hood, huh? They're gonna take you to your old hood. I'm telling you, and you're gonna have to show and prove that you're from that set. So I never got courted in 76 East Coast Crip, but they treated me like they owned though. So I got so much love for the coasters. But that's not going to take away my love for the Bunny Hunters, the PJs. Hmm? Them brothers over there, Keith with the green eyes on the pill side. That brother I could say they watched over me. Them were watchers. They didn't let nothing happen to me. Even though moms was venturing into these different hoods, they didn't let nothing happen to me. So now that I'm terrorizing, now I'm going around, now I'm chilling. Oh, let me tell you a story though. While I'm over there on 76 in Hooper, what was his name? No, Stephen Spencer. He had green eyes, light skin. Had two sisters downstairs, right across the street. My grandmama stayed upstairs. Frankie, remember little Frankie? That was X-rated nephew. So it was the girl downstairs, one of the homie's sisters, liked me. Oh, she was big though. She was a big 'em. She was a big 'em. I like my 3,000 snacks with the dinner in it. She want her 3,000 snacks with the dinner in it. It come already prepared. One portion tastes like dinner, other portion tastes like dessert. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me stick to the story. But anyway, one day, her and my sister, no, her older sister and my sister got into it. So I said, "No, I can't mess with you. I can't do that. I can't trade like that." Mm-mm. So it's not even 20, not even no, not even 20. Let's go 10, about 10 feet away. As I tell her this, she goes in the house. She goes in an apartment right there. She goes in and she's tripping. So I walk by, and as I walking by, she comes out with a long ass kitchen knife. That sucker was at least that sucker was long, and it was that that was between a machete and a dagger. I don't. That sucker was long, and it was rusty. My brother-in-law. The reason why I was going back there because I seen my brother-in-law out of six dudes, Sinbad. That man, as I'm talking to him, I didn't see the girl coming out. She had the knife like this. All I looked back, bang, and I took off 2 steps. He pushed me back. Reese, move. Bing, bing. Started shooting at her. That lady turned around so quick, like a cartoon character. But it shows the protection that was around because I could have got stabbed. He couldn't have been there to save my life, and then the bullets that came out of his gun could have went into her. None of that happened. Angels was reflecting things. Them bullets right there did not have a name on it but drywall. Huh? He could have shot me because he seen her first. He seen her coming out. He seen her first. Shortly after that, go back to Bonnie out of hood. Now hold on, let me retract some things. Now there was one day a brother out of Bell Haven that I remember him. I didn't know him, but we there was no feud or anything. We was young. We was chilling, playing basketball together over there on 109th and Compton Avenue. And he's coming from Bell Haven. Over there on 76 in Hooper, it was one of them family members, Relly cousins, who was one of them. So one of the things was you want to be from the hood, you gotta fight him. I looked at him, I can't do that. I don't even want to be from this hood. I'm going through this custody stuff and kidnapping and daddy want this, mama want that. I'm going through that type of stuff. I don't want to be from no hood. So I'm looking at him and I'm looking and I'm remembering his face. They trying to egg me on. I would not touch him. I would not touch him. He said, "Don't I know you?" I was like, "Nah, I don't remember. Nah, you don't know me." That's later on that day. That's when I started remember. I do know him. I didn't know him at first. His facial did not recollect because I guess my agility, how you say it, agility, my energy was up, so I didn't recognize him until later on. But at the same time, they It was at least 7 of them egging me on, and I would not let their energy influence mine. I would not touch that man, huh? And what's a trip is later on after the police came and got me because remember, Mama kidnapped me. Mama came and got me away from over there. And when I went back, eventually I seen that guy. I seen that guy. I'm talking about we was talking, and he act like he didn't know me. That brother had that much respect because he could have said you was over there with them Crips, nigga. Them Crips was trying to jump me. Them Crips was trying to make you jump me, but you didn't do it. You didn't do it. Hmm? You didn't swing or nothing. You didn't even talk no shit. You was basically like just asking questions. Not where you from or nothing like that. It was like, you know what I'm saying? What was I asking? One of the questions like, what you over here for? That's your family. You know what I'm saying? Who the oldest and stuff like that. I wasn't even I was veering the whole entire traffic away from the paradigm. Hold on 1 second. So when I seen him, I thought that he was gonna activate. I really thought he was gonna activate, but he didn't. Life went on. And at this time, I'm like 14. So when mama came and got me, I was entering to Markham, 6th grade. I was going to Markham. I didn't go to the 7th grade, 8th grade. I didn't finish the 6th grade. 7th grade, at the end of the 8th grade is when I came back, 14 years old. So if you go into Markham at that time, 14, they're pushing you to high school. This was when everything switched because elementary used to go to 6th grade and then stop. Now middle school, 6, 7, 8. So she came and got me at the 6th grade. So I didn't finish the 6th grade, y'all. And when she came back, when it was push me, summertime, summertime, it was off the chain. It's time for the swimming, time for the girls, time to relax. I'm back. Everybody like, where you been? Huh? Where you go? I can't. I can't tell you, nigga. I can't tell you where the hell I was at. I can't. But people miss me over there. It's like, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Twank. It's a lot. Akili. R.I.P. Akili. I'm not in the no beefs, y'all. So this is this is adolescence. This is stuff, teenage stuff. Because in '89 I moved out of there. Moms came back and got me. But anyway, let me get up to that. So now, after summertime is gone, you back acquainted. You see Clarissa. Clarissa. Oh my gosh, she bad. But anyway, it's time for high school. Huh? It is time for high school. Now rewind something. Let me rewind. Let me take you back in the 6th grade at Markham. I ended up getting jumped by the Grape Street. Don't mention no names, but who actually gave me a leadway was my family butler. He showed me a door. He was like, "Reese, come this way," and I took off. It was a gang of them too. Yeah, but they ain't understanding. I don't. I live over here. 190 is not a neighborhood. I'm not a blood, even though I got family that are blood. Even though I got homeboys that are blood. Even though I got family that are from the park, Antis Park, Hacienda Village. Even though that we used to go over there in the Pueblos, used to own a barbecue spot in the club over there. Even though I lived in the Pueblos too. They didn't know. They just knowing that I'm coming from that side of the gate. And I guess now it's time for them to trim. So them gate steeps, I'm boxing with one. The next thing you know, a lot of them come. And he Butler, he gave me the way. He showed me my cutty. Even though, listen, you can't see it, or right here, you can't see it, but Butler ended up shooting at me. He didn't know who I was. I'm just screaming down the street. They walking the tracks, and I'm screaming, Butler! And they said, pow, pow, they skinned me. But anyway, I said that because now it's time to go to high school. And Dad said, "You're going to the Jordan Down. You going to Jordan Down High School?" Uh. No, I'm not. That's the first time. That's the first time. Listen, I don't know if y'all can see you. Dad, that's the first time that I ever like stood up to you. I am not going to Jordan Down. And I'm not game banging, but the ones that jumped me there know that I'm over there. We didn't have a time to sit down and wiggle things out. Like, and they, oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. I thought you was from over there. I'm not from nowhere. He didn't allow it. Dad didn't allow that Crippin' blood to come in his house. So now it is time. No, 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 no. My first pick of high school was Locke because my sister went there. So I went to Locke. And when I went to Locke, one of the grapes recognized me. Here come trouble. When I first went to Locke, I was my homeboy Johnny Gibson. He was a Crip. His brother was from Five Deuce out of Texas. Big old brother. So Johnny was the homie, and we used to kick it. I didn't know nobody at Locke. That's the only person I knew, and he hung around this cat, Papa Blue out of Payback. Payback, Papa Blue was cool. I don't know what happened to the brother. I haven't seen him since, but Papa Blue was cool to hell. And this was when things went into an uproar. It was me, Johnny. Johnny is older than me. They 10th graders. I'm ninth grader. Me, Johnny, and Papa Blue. We were walking to class, right? Because they first class, my class over there, they class over there. So we walk into class, and it's one short guy and one tall guy. I think they from 111 or Q102. No, Q102. They looked at Papa Blue because they knew where he was from. Where you from, homie? Papa Blue looked at him like, he said, "You know me. You know where I'm from." And he pulled out it was a 25, and he cocked it back. He said, "Where you from?" And Johnny said, "Five Deuce." He was claiming what his brother claiming. Then he came to me. He said, "Where you from?" I said, "I don't bang." He said, "Where you live?" I had to. I did not say 109th to Compton Avenue, y'all. I said 76 in Hooper, where my grandmama's at. They thought I was saying I was a Crip. I never said I was a Crip, but I was smart enough not to say it was 190 Compton Avenue. I knew that. Don't. I'm in Lock. Lock is nothing but Crip. If you a blood, you in there, you out of there. The only blood that stayed over there that probably graduated from Lock that I know of was Peanut. Peanut was a baller. Him and Trayvon was nice ballers. Peanut wasn't up there banged out, but they knew where he was. They knew where he was from, and they was cool with Peanut. They ain't got nothing to do with me. They don't have nothing. What's wrong with my shirt there? That don't have nothing to do with me. Nothing. So, Peanut, for you to understand and for you to know, that's where that came from. I never said I was a Crip. I said I didn't bang. They took that over there. And then one day, this guy, where is he from? I think he's from Backstreet. He's from that area, somewhere off of San Pedro. He's somewhere over there. But he was my arts and craft classmate. And we did the same thing. He asked me where I was from. And I was like, no banging. Not me. But I stay on Sesame Street. So that's the guy right there that went around Locke and said he's a Crip. I never said I was a Crip. Never once said I was a Crip. But I wasn't finna tell you where I live at neither. And then all of a sudden, a guy from the grapes out of Markham recognized me, and it was all over. I made it out of there alive because I'm here, but it was all over. Not he's not a Crip. He's not a blood, but he stay over there. Many people have these same stories, but they didn't make it out. That's the reason why I'm telling you up to that point, because we're gonna have to get into a part two. But many people didn't survive the streets of LA. And I couldn't have did it without the right energy of the guidance of the heavens, of the universe. I couldn't have did it without that. I recognize what kept me safe to make sure I didn't go into deep into the environment that was pulling me. That was pulling me. The bounty hunters was pulling me first. But dad wouldn't allow that. The East Coasters was pulling me. Mama wouldn't allow that. So I have, because I survived, I have something to share with my brothers that will bring them out of that turmoil that they're in, to bring them out of that. So they can understand what life is about and not survival. Everything is theirs. We got to get these people out of our mix. I'm talking to the streets. Mexican. No, I'm talking to my brown Indian brothers first. I'm talking to my Nagas first. Then it branch off. Whoever's in the neighborhoods that's been around. I'm not excluding nobody. Because there's a lot of people suffered just like I did. And even worse than I did. But I survived without killing one brother. Huh? I survived the streets of LA without killing one brother. And can't nobody say I'm a punk. I marked out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I've been jumped. Who haven't been jumped? A lot of people have been jumped. There's some people ain't never been jumped. I ain't gonna take that. There's some people ain't never been jumped. But I have something for my brothers. To the Bonnie Hunters first, to the East Coast is second, then everybody else. We got to bring in the Inglewoods. Everybody on Crenshaw. We got the 60s. The 60s cartoon. A dark skinned brother out of 60s gave me love. I walked up to that store. I used to chill with that girl. I ain't gonna blast her name out, but I was over there in 60 Hood, and on 8th and 60th, it's a store. Is that 8th or is that 4th? I don't. It's a liquor store right there. It was cartoon. I don't know the other two other brothers, but they like stepping stones. And they came in rough, tough with the Afro puff. Where you from, homie? They looked at me, would dab me up. The next cat, where you from, homie? I got the hell up out of there. That didn't have nothing to do with me. They wasn't there for me. They passed me. They gave me a pass, and I passed my ass on up out of there because them niggas. You can tell cartoon ain't no joke. You can tell. You can look at him and tell. But I'm saying this, brothers, that I have something for you. It's time to unite. We never had from that Treaty 86 and they brought those guns and stuff back into the neighborhoods on them cargo trains. We ain't been having no type of peace. And look at our children right now. Something that started as a protection has been overruled as a destruction. Huh? It's time to flip it back. All these Christianities and these Orthodox Muslims and these Buddhas and some of these Hebrew Israelites and Judaism, some of they spiritually. No, you the guys, homie. Hmm? I unraveled that Bible for you and I'm gonna bring you the truth. You the God, homie. And it's time for you to elevate. It's time for you to bring your conscience to a higher level where our children can experience something different. That's what this is about. Our children experiencing something different. Well, we don't have to worry no more. How is it? No, I ain't gonna say how is it. I'm just letting you know. Because of non-unification, we have to summon our godship, our energy. We have to dim it down and get permission from another man. And this is our land. We're Indians. And I don't even like that term. But that's the only term that we're using at this modern time. But at the same time, when we go into these ghettos, it's universal principles. It's all. It doesn't matter what color you are. Quit calling yourself black though. You're not black. You brown. Remember, they the lighter shade of brown. The Latinos are the lighter shade of brown. They're the lighter shade of brown. We're the brown ones. We're the kings. Huh? See, the thing is this. Have you noticed I did not say anything wrong about Prophet Noah Jew Ali or the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, their form of Islam. I never said nothing wrong about it. And I would never say nothing wrong about them because they have the right form of Islam. I can't be a Muslim because Allah is my brother. We're the guys over here. Allah is not my God. Allah is my brother. The ones that Elijah Muhammad, Drew Ali, them following their paradigm, their Allah. That's who you go to if you're saying that you're a Muslim. Other than that, we're just energy beings. And we're the ones that started this. We the ones that invented this. We the one that propagated this. Huh? We did it. And can't nobody take that away from us because nobody give it to us. We taking it away from ourselves. So it's time to unite. And only in those 7 states. The rest of the states, I'm sorry, I love you, but California, Arizona, Missouri, Texas, Oklahoma, Illinois, Michigan. Those 7 states are who I'm here for. Those 7 states is who I'm talking to. Those 7 states, the ghettos in the 7 states that I mentioned, is where my words are resonated with. Nowhere else. I don't care about no Africa. I don't care about no South America. I only care about those 7 states. We have to change the world now. And we're going to change the world. We're not in line with the destruction. We're not in line with the destruction. Because if we was in line with the destruction, you don't see the destruction destroying itself, it's destroying others. And that's not what we're doing. We're hearing about this Black history every year, hanging and all this stuff, but we refuse to go. Form a group and go hang and lynching everybody else. We don't have it in us. Because the true living gods don't do those type of things. But we're killing ourselves. So I'm asking, is there any help? Is there any help? Is there any help for an old lady's son? I'm asking you, brothers. Cease fire. And let's go negotiate. Cease fire. Stop firing at each other. I ain't saying treaty right now because it's a little too far for treaties. You have a guideline that you said that is your neighborhood. Let's own that. And I know you don't want certain people in your area. So I love you enough to say, okay, no treaty, but ceasefire. And let's go get that real bag. Let's go get that real monies. Let's go get that real monies. It's yours to get. If you don't, we headed for self-destruction. We're headed for a destruction that's unbearable for our being, for our lifestyle, for our look at it, we just killing and killing and killing and killing and killing and killing and killing. Huh? And it don't have to be that way. Rap music is the only music that if your baby interfere into that, choose that as a career, you got a 70-30 chance to live. I don't see the country music. I don't see them killing each other. I don't see the hard rocks. I don't see the jazz. I don't see the R&B. It might be a couple of R&Bs. It might be. You already had your David Ruffins. You always got your David Ruffins. You always got it. You always gonna have your David Ruffins. But I'm just saying, this is a time for us to unite as one. I got something on my lips, y'all. Sorry about that. Let's not wait for something bad to happen. Huh? Let's not wait for something bad to happen. Why we gotta wait till something bad to happen to do something good? And I'm gonna tell you, brothers, I'm not leaving you without something to lean on. Huh? I'm just telling you, I found the righteous. I found what can bring us together. I found a key that I'm supposed to bring back to you. You just got to open up. You just got to let me in. The past is the past. I never harmed nobody. So I'm clean in the street. I never was a house brother, so I stayed outside. I know a lot of Crips and Bloods, Bay Area. I know a lot. And I'm asking y'all brothers to ask the brothers in the neighborhoods, come on, let's bring this thing together. And let's politic. Let's get what we want. Let's get what we need. Hmm? Let's take this to a whole different level and cease fire and come together. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We need a political party. Let's talk about it. Huh? We need a political party.